Well, happy Saturday and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland. Hopefully your day is off to a wonderful start this morning. Sun is shining. It's good to see that out. Hopefully we're done with the rain for a little while, but we'll see before it starts snowing anytime soon. It is November. It is Michigan. So you know how it is. That's how we roll. So let's say a couple of quick good mornings here and we'll get ourselves moving. Andrew says good morning, and good morning to you as well, as Tiffany is here. Hiya, Tiffany. How are you this morning? Thank you for being here. All right, folks, it is unmistakable. It is coming up on that time of the year, and I know that personally I try to avoid it, but you hear the Christmas music when you go out, and we are in the business of selling music, and it is coming out. So here we go. Steve, watching the countdown to the video. You know, you like that countdown. That's compliments of StreamYard. Thank them very much for that. Greetings from Grand Rapids. Good to see you guys too yesterday. Thanks for making the trip over, Rick. Always a pleasure. So yeah, the Christmas music, unavoidable. It is on its way. We've started filtering in a few albums here or there. There were several in the release pile yesterday, new release-wise, from our distributors. So we'll get those out. They're out, and we'll talk about a couple of them in a little bit. But the date is set for our full Christmas drop. And for those of you who are wondering, that will be next Wednesday when we open up for the week on Wednesday. We will have the multitude of our Christmas albums, both the new vinyl and vintage vinyl, out and ready for your browsing pleasure. How's that? You can go dig through them. I'd like to brag, and I have no scientific basis on this whatsoever, but I really do believe that we here, our humble little store at Radio Wasteland, will have the biggest and best selection of Christmas music on vinyl in our little Tri-City area here. So we'll see what happens. Maybe others have some too, but we've got a lot of it, and it'll all be out beginning on Wednesday. And then as things get a little bit closer to the holiday, sometime after Thanksgiving, mind you, we'll do a video drop highlighting a lot of the Christmas albums that are left at that point in time. But for those of you who want to be in the spirit early and get your ducks in a row, if you will, for Thanksgiving, and I hear a lot of people like playing Christmas music on Thanksgiving, that's cool too. You can get in and get some of that picked up as well. Jeff is here. Can't quite see those emojis, Jeff. I'm assuming that they're cool looking. That's what happens when the eyes get up there. All right, so we had a late ad Christmas album, by the way. It came in via UPS after our video dropped yesterday, so we didn't get this in time. And it's a new, but kind of not new one as we go into there. Oh, Jeff, thank you. I can't quite see with them old eyes. Those are 3 turkeys. That makes sense. Appreciate it. You kids and your newfangled emojis out there. Anyhow, Carrie Underwood's My Gift came out last year, and I think that it was on a colored vinyl variation from last year. But this is what they're calling a deluxe release and or a special edition. You can tell by the corner on there. So what they've done is this is a special clear vinyl double LP edition of that release, and there are extra songs on here as opposed to last year's release, and it includes Let There Be Peace / Something in the Water, as performed live from HBO Max's My Gift, a Christmas special from Carrie Underwood. So for those of you who are fans, we do have a couple of these ready to go and out and about as we start our Saturday. Christmas also, Steve Perry, The Season, new stuff from him for the first time. One of the most iconic voices in rock sings 8 holiday classics. And it is it's moderately priced, but there are 8 songs on this. It feels a little short. Listen to some of these online. It's most definitely Steve Perry on there, but much like his solo album, his voice sounds a little tired, but I'm sure you enjoy that as well. 140 gram black vinyl from Steve Perry. Now, we did have a couple copies, and I underestimated what would be the popularity of the Billy Idol Christmas album. So we've got more of those coming next week. It's a great cover if you haven't seen it. It's like Billy Idol going like this, and he's got his little Billy Idol lip smirk going on there. Cool stuff, I'm sure. Nikki picked one up yesterday. I don't know if she's listened to it. I think she said she's going to wait until Thanksgiving, but we'll have some more from Billy Idol coming up. And I actually believe that is a reissue. It was a CD a while ago, and I think that they're reissuing that as vinyl. But it looks like a fun one, and we'll get more of them for those of you that wish something from a Billy Idol for your Christmas. Good morning, Jeff. Thank you for being here as well. On that Christmas vein, this one kind of snuck by us as well. This is an original motion picture soundtrack from the Grinch, and I believe it's the animated one. First time on vinyl at record stores. Now, that's an interesting hype sticker. The first time on vinyl at record stores implies that this was on vinyl somewhere else at a not record store. I'm not certain what that means, but 2018 film soundtrack featuring Tyler, the Creator, Pentatonix, Run DMC, The Supremes, Danny Elfman, and more. Clear with red and white Santee swirl vinyl. Guess what that'll look like there. You'll never guess which Run DMC song is on here, by the way. No, I'm kidding. That's their only Christmas one. So some cool stuff for you Grinch fans. That's pretty much me up until Thanksgiving. Yar. So we'll go from there. Okay. Not Christmas, but still green. Primus, Green Naugahyde, 10th Anniversary Deluxe Edition. 2 LPs on ghostly green colored vinyl for you Les Claypool and Primus fans out there. So cool stuff from them, just reissued on vinyl. Okay, I need to learn more about this group. The description we read calls them kind of like a psychedelic Soundgarden, Southern Rockish type of thing. Soundgarden meets Leonard Skinner. This is Blacktop Mojo. I know you can't quite see it with the stuff there. Rock and roll from them. Popular music usually played on electronic amplified instruments and characterized by a persistent, heavily accented beat, repetition of simple phrases, and often country folk and bluegrass elements. And the second definition of rock and roll is to move or to get going on the front here. So I'll give this a listen online. It deserves, I think, from their description alone, a little closer examination, if you will. But we do have Blacktop Mojo and more of them coming in next week. And then also lots of folks anticipating this. This was the new one from ABBA, Voyage, the first new studio album in over 40 years from the Swedish super. I almost said Finnish for some reason, but ABBA. Exclusive poster and postcard inside, single LP from them. Listen to one or two online. Again, I've got to give this one a deeper listen and see if it's worth the hype that it is getting. A couple more good mornings. Hey, Doug, thank you for being here. And Mike as well. I am fine, Mike. Hopefully the same for you. Thanks for watching. A couple of other recent issues back in stock. We have got the Judas Priest. Proper title for this is 50 Heavy Metal Years of Music, double LP from Priest on here. So we've got one of those in stock. This one's a toughie because it can't quite tell from the cover and you're not sure if you're holding it right, but this is the way it goes. This is Danzig 5, Black Acid Devil. So, and I believe this is, nope, it's on black vinyl, limited edition black vinyl as well. Also restocked because we ran out of them last week was Mastodon's Hushed and Grim, kind of a cool one from them. This one is on limited edition clear vinyl from Mastodon. So check those out. Ready to go. Other reissues from the Rocktober. Rocktober, if you're not too familiar, it's this little promotion that Rhino and Warner put out every October. That's the past few years. It has been, I hate to use this and slam the big record labels, rather disappointing, and not so much in their selection of music, but just in their delivery thereof. It's really been slipping. You guys have heard me talk about the problems that we're having, and especially on the record show. So there were several Echo and the Bunnymen releases that we just didn't get from October. I didn't even talk about this ahead of time simply because I knew that they would not deliver as expected. But we do have a few of them still, and here is the heavy metal soundtrack on limited edition red vinyl, some cool stuff from them. And one of the others was Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Seen the movie, look it up if you're curious. I've often described Hedwig and the Angry Inch as Rocky Horror meets The Wall meets Spinal Tap. Yeah, that is an accurate description thereof. So That's how it rolls. Okay, a couple of other just restocks on the new vinyl side. Goodbye Yellow Brick Road from Elton John in stock. This is a reissue, but a trifold version to emulate the original. We got a copy of reissue of Bob's Live Bullet. Not the super expensive orange vinyl one. This is on black vinyl, but a remastered double LP. So it'll sound good. And we had an order for it, so I picked up an extra one. It is the Marty Robbins Gunfighter Ballads and Other Trail Songs. Cool water. You guys said water in your head after I did that as well. So this one comes with a bonus 7-inch single on colored vinyl as well. Fun stuff when you can find the original as well, but all the same. There we go. Okay, a couple more. Hellos, Rick, not ABBA. You want to wait another 40 years for ABBA? We'll have to see from there. Tiffany's giving us some thumbs up there. Lots of other music there, Mike. And Devo. Devo's not heavy metal. They were just on the soundtrack to the film Heavy Metal. How's that working in the coal mine? Good sunny morning to you as well, to the UP mom. And the reissues are classics indeed. And Jordan, so yes, they will be very happy to score that Marty Robbins as well. And that's a fun one to have. Okay. Hey, speaking of the record show, let me look at the clock there. Not the record show, but our YouTube channel. I put up this copy of the Michigan State College Concert Band a cappella choir and men's glee club doing songs. And it just so happened to go up on the day of a big football game. Just happenstance. That's all it was. No endorsement one way or the other on those two football teams from the great state of Michigan. It just so happened we had this one in the queue and ready to go up. Speaking of which, if you get a chance, check out our YouTube channel. It's over here. Give us a quick subscribe if you have not done so yet. It would be greatly, greatly appreciated. We're sitting over the 560 some odd mark, which is really cool. And we're still creeping up there. So we will continue to do so. But with your support, give us that YouTube. Now, speaking of the record show, Wednesday night, look for us at 7 o'clock. And it's always fun. We cover new releases and such. And that's on the YouTube channel and eventually Facebook. But as we get closer to Black Friday and Record Store Day Black Friday, which, by the way, let me call Cato's poster back up here. Coming up on Black Friday, November 26th, our doors will open at 8 a.m. as we normally do, and we'll run things the way we do. Much more details on that as we get closer. But I know a lot of folks look forward to the live preview. So next week, we expect some of our Record Store Day releases to begin showing up. Our distributors have said they're going to start shipping them out in smaller chunks as they become available to save stress on shipping and warehousing crews, and that is much appreciated. So as we begin to get these releases in, we'll be able to take stock of what we have, and that will culminate in our live preview that we do every year, except instead of the night before, which is Thanksgiving, we will do the live preview as a special live version of the record show 1 hour early on November 24th. I have to stop and think there for a second, do the math backwards. So Wednesday, November 24th at 6 p.m. will be our live preview. We'll add some posts to that so you guys will have plenty of time and plenty of reminders that that will be coming up at that point in time for us to do. But other than that, we're looking forward to Black Friday, and hopefully you are too, and we'll have some much better picture as far as what we've got on the realm of releases as we get a little bit closer to that. Now, speaking of times, see how my segues work right there? Here is your biannual reminder to adjust your clocks for daylight savings time or standard time, whatever the heck it is, whatever we in. Daylight savings times ends Sunday, tomorrow, well, tonight, if you will, at 2 a.m. And so our clocks will fall back an hour. You set them back. It's a pain, I know, and I don't see the point of it. It's the government makes us do it. So you could almost say that that time change is mandated. I don't know what that's about, but I really stopped to think. I'm not sure if there's any scientific basis on this government time change that's sanctioned. So, hey, you know what? They're from the government. They're here to help. And if we have to gain an hour or lose an hour now and then, so be it. Don't forget to set your clocks back tonight when you go to bed. Actually, you know what? I don't even know why we have to remind anymore. Most of us have smartphones that automatically adjust the times on them anyway. So just roll with it and hope for the best. And you get an extra hour. So, but Yeah, there we go. I don't know where I was going with that. Looking at the time, I think it is time for me to roll on out of here. We'll get something on the table and get spinning into our day. And if you are so inclined, we'd love to have you stop out and say hello. We are at 716 George Street, just north of downtown Midland, you know where. And rumor has it we may be getting a sign outside sometime soon. It's only been 5 years. What the heck? So come see us. We'll be open now from 10 a.m. now until 6 p.m. tonight. Tomorrow, Sunday, from 12 noon, correctly 12 noon, until 5 p.m. Closed on Monday and Tuesday. Then back at it next Wednesday. Don't forget next Wednesday for you Christmas music fans, the full force of our Christmas album collection will be out and in this rack beginning next Wednesday as well. So, all right. You guys have a great, great weekend and enjoy yourselves. And we will talk to you next time from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I think they say smash it, but don't do that. You'll hurt your phone. We'll talk to you guys next week from the Wasteland. Thanks again.